And so we are joined with our speaker, Mr. Robert Wallace. And so I want to introduce you. Hi, Mr. Wallace. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. Nice to be here.
So tell me about how you became involved in the Christian Professional Network Conference today and what brought you out today.
Well, we are a company that's based on Christian principles and values. We work in the area of information technology, energy services. We build large solar energy projects, wind projects. But every company we've built is based upon Christian principles. And so CPN is a natural connection for us because they're supporting businesses whose owners are Christian focused, Christian based people. And so for me, it was a great connection. It was an easy connection to make because I already live the principles that CPN addresses.
And so you're an author and a speaker. Let's talk about some of the books you've written and one that you're particularly fond of right now. Would you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Okay. Well, I've written soon to be 8 books. The one book that I talked about today was my most recent book, and it's called Pivot Point Intelligence. And what the book talks about is the importance of businesses being able to pivot in their business strategy, both tactical and strategic, pivoting into new markets, new technologies. The idea of being able to pivot, which is to change direction quickly without losing, speed or intensity or purpose. And so today's comments were more around how Christian-based businesses can use the principles of pivoting in order to grow their businesses, to grow them in terms of creating more wealth, creating jobs and opportunities to build and fund the kingdom of God. And so I think that there's a natural progression for Christian-based businesses to follow these same principles.
I just am so happy to see the work that Mr. Shetlick, who's Tom Shetlick, this is his conference here, Christian Professional Network is doing, because in today's world there's a challenge to be business-oriented and to be a Christian, and he is showing and you're showing that this can be done, and it's okay to be a Christian and say that you are, and be successful and have businesses. Now, from an entrepreneurial perspective, what would you leave for a small business owner or entrepreneur who struggles with that? What would you say for them?
I would say to any person who's in business, particularly entrepreneurs, be who you are, be yourself. So if you are a Christian, then the Christian principles in which you base your life upon should be reflected in your business. And I would even go one step further. I would say that by exhibiting Christian principles in your business, you are giving yourself a competitive advantage. Because what we're taught in the Bible is to treat each other the way that we want to be treated, to look out for others as you would yourself, right? All these principles that we've been taught, that's the foundation of our faith. If you apply those same principles in business, you'll get more customers, you'll build more goodwill in the business, and you'll be able to create wealth beyond your imagination. So I think it's a win-win, quite frankly.
Oh, Mr. Wallace, Robert Wallace, who is the keynote speaker here at Christian Professional Network today, thank you so much. And I appreciate the work you're doing, so thank you for joining us, okay? All right.
Thank you so much.
And if people want to follow you or find out more about you or your books and what you do, how do they do that?
Well, they can go to my website, which is robertwallace.com. That's www.robertwallace, no hyphen, no space, robertwallace.com.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Okay, guys, stay tuned, and we'll be back with more of It's Janice, and we are live at the Christian Professional Network Conference. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Welcome to Sizzling Bombay. I'm Chef Mahendra. Please come to our restaurant and enjoy authentic flavors of India with great atmosphere, friendly staff, and great food. And enjoy live belly dance every Wednesday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. Please visit us at 2108 Emerton Road, Suite 3, Bel Air, and like us on Facebook.
We are at the Christian Professional Network Conference in Maryland, and I am joined with the president of the CPN Conference, Tom Shetlick, who is the founder and president of the conference, and he's also a Baltimore attorney. So hi, Tom. Thank you for talking with me today.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Would you tell me how this conference came about, please?
Well, the Christian Professional Network has existed for now 21 years. It is a business and ministry organization. There are many networking organizations within the Christian community that emphasize discipleship and Bible study and prayer, and all those things are great. What we emphasize is business excellence. We emphasize giving people the tools that they need to succeed in business. You know, it was said of Moses that he was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians and was mighty in word and deed. That's what we want to be. It is said, the Lord Jesus Christ said, that those who are of the world are wiser than the children of light. What we want to do is we want to teach, demonstrate, show, and then promote excellence in business as a testimony to the Lord Jesus Christ. Because business success comes with excellence. It doesn't come just with faith. It comes with excellence in what you do.
And how did this conference come about? I hear what you're saying, but how did it get started?
Well, we met for about 7 years in smaller meetings. And then a time came when we decided that we had a large enough network and a large enough body of support to start to put together a full-day Christian business conference. We've had a number of companies who graciously sponsor us. We have people who want to come and speak in the breakouts and in the general sessions. Mm-hmm. And from there, it's just a lot of work, a lot of networking to bring a ever larger and growing body of Christian businessmen and women together.
You know, I just have to tell you, I've been here today and we've kind of been milling around and talking to some of the vendors and the speakers. If you don't go to any other conference at all during the year, this is one that I feel is a must attend for people. And how do people find out more about your conference?
We have two websites. The conference is cpnconference.com, and then our publication website is cpnonpoint.com. The publication goes out monthly, and the conference is once a year.
And I just have to say again, I thank you so much for allowing us to kind of come today. And there wasn't anybody that I talked to today who was not supportive of just talking about business and networking and giving you contacts and resources. I've been to a lot of business expos, and I have never had the experience that I had like this today. So I just thank you so much for doing this work. It's awesome. Anything else you want to share with people?
Well, that's a great testimony to what we are trying to do. People say this is not like other business conferences because this is not something where you're looking over your shoulder seeing what your competition is doing. This is as we are all striving together for excellence and a unified testimony in the Lord Jesus Christ.
Wow. Well, job well done, and thank you for your time. Thanking you for letting us come and mill about and meet people. And again, it's Christian Professional Network and their conference, and so please, guys, check it out. I'm sure that if you come, you will love it. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with more of the speakers from the conference.
Welcome to Sizzling Bombay. I'm Chef Mahindra. Please come to our restaurant and enjoy authentic flavors of India with great atmosphere, friendly staff, and great food. And enjoy live belly dance every Wednesday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. Please visit us at 2108 Emerton Road, Suite 3, Bel Air, and like us on Facebook.
The United States Congress passed a new law, and about 25 states or so have followed suit with a law that's called the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. Prior to 1993, the thinking about constitutional law meant the free exercise of religion meant anything that was an expression of your religion. Anything that was an expression of your faith. And when the United States Supreme Court, in a opinion authored by Justice Scalia, narrowed that, Congress responded by passing what was called the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, that said, no. The exercise of religion means basically anything that you would do that flows from your faith, and that the government could not substantially burden the exercise of religion unless it had a really good reason. And even if the law was one of general applicability, if it was something that burdened your religion, that burdened something that came from your faith, the government had to have a compelling reason and no less restrictive alternative. In the past term, all of the air, if you will, in terms of media coverage, was sucked out of the room by the same-sex marriage decision. Did you all hear about that? The Supreme Court had a decision declaring a constitutional right, a liberty right of people of the same sex to marry. And a lot of people took that and understood that as a decision about religious freedom. Was religious freedom restricted, or was religious freedom compromised by the same-sex decision? The Supreme Court, and Justice Kennedy's opinion, went way out of its way to say as expressly as it could, this is not a freedom of religion decision. We want to assure everybody, we want to tell everybody, we want to make sure everybody knows this is not a case about religion. This is a case about secular marriage licenses. It's not a case about religion. And this was what Justice Kennedy wrote in his opinion. He said, finally, it must be emphasized that religions and those who adhere to religious doctrines may continue to advocate with utmost sincere conviction that by divine precept, same-sex marriage should not be condoned. The First Amendment ensures that religious organizations and persons are given proper protection as they seek to teach the principles that are so fulfilling and central in their lives and faith and to their own deep aspirations to continue the family structure that they have long revered. So the court, in the 5-4 decision, said, we're not restricting religious liberty. And a lot of people, and a lot of Christians, said, yeah, sure. What our goal today is to talk about the 3 cases that came out of the Supreme Court that were expressly about religious freedom. Because although this case was the one that, as I said, sucked all the air out of the room, and this is the one that everybody talked about, there were 3 cases that were specifically about religious freedom. In each case, there was a question of the expanse of religious liberty, not in terms of what you do in church, but in terms of just the exercise of religion. And what you're going to hear is that the Supreme Court, in each case, ruled in favor of the expanse of religious liberty. The votes were 9-0, 8-1, and 9-0. So the Roberts Court is actually has indicated, or not only indicated, but decided that it is very receptive to claims of religious liberty. And at the Supreme Court level, there's a lot of actual expansion of the protection of religious liberties. Of these 3 cases, one of them concerns church signs and church signs. One of them concerns employment law, and one of them concerns an inmate in prison. So I'm going to start off talking about the one about church signs, and Craig is going to talk about the one about labor and employment, and then I'll come back and talk about the one concerning the prisoner inmates. This is the first one, Green versus Town of Gilbert. It was a 9-0 decision. The issue in the case is that there was Reed is the pastor of a church. And as a pastor of the church, this was a church that did not have one standard meeting place. And by the way, let me say that because we're talking about 3 different cases, If anybody has a question, if we want to have discussion, please let us know. This is not a hold your applause to the end program. And as we go, if anybody wants to jump in, please let me know. This is a this was a church that did not have one place of location. They would post signs in different places in the city announcing where our service is going to be. The city had an ordinance about posting signs. And it had ordinances about what the size of the sign could be. It had ordinances about the where the signs could be. And the ordinance concerning the church signs were different than the ordinances concerning business signs. There was a specific set of rules concerning church signs, not designed to this church particular, but just in the town. And the Supreme Court said 9-0, that's unconstitutional. You cannot do that. You cannot, and Justice Thomas wrote this opinion, that the government has no power to restrict expression because of its message, its ideas, its subject matter, or its content. You cannot have a particular rule that concerns religious content. And that it was, that the ordinance of law was constitutional because the church's signs inviting people to attend the worship services were treated differently than the signs conveying any other types of ideas.
Welcome to Sizzling Bombay. I'm Chef Mahindra. Please come to our restaurant and enjoy authentic flavors of India with great atmosphere, friendly staff, and great food. And enjoy live belly dance every Wednesday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. Please visit us at 2108 Emerton Road, Suite 3, Bel Air, and like us on Facebook.
And I am joined by Laura and John, who have the Maggiano Olive Oil Company. So hi, Laura. Hi, John.
Hi.
All right.
It's great to be here.
So tell me a little bit about your company and your product, please.
Sure. So we're actually Maggio Olive Oil Company. It was named after my great-grandmother, Maria Maggio, who came to the United States from Sicily in 1904. And we sell olive oils from California, certified by the California Olive Oil Council, and vinegars from Modena, Italy. So we import our vinegars and we work with local farmers in California to get quality olive oil, both flavored and extra virgin.
Okay, John.
And it's a very exciting time, too. We're currently in the process of building a new store. It's going to be at BWI Airport in the B Terminal. This is after security, directly across from the Starbucks. So it's an excellent location. We'll have all of our flavors of oil and vinegar, and definitely a destination within the airport to see.
So I'm talking to Laura and Jonathan. We are at the Christian Professional Network Conference, and I just want to ask you, how did you guys become involved with this conference, and what brings you to the conference this year?
Well, Mr. Tom Shetlick is the organizer and president of the Christian Professional Network. And we have known him personally and professionally. And we are Christian business owners ourselves. And so we feel it's very important to connect.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a privilege to support this conference, to be a part of it. Also just the connections that come from it, to be with like-minded individuals who love the Lord, who also love business, and pursue their businesses with excellence. And that's just a privilege to interact with them and to serve alongside them, and then also just simply learn from them too.
And I see that you guys were doing a lot of networking, and people were very drawn to your table and your display. So we're going to get a little shot at the table and the display. Would you just walk us through a little bit and tell me a little bit about what this is? And I'm going to move on this side so we can get a good shot here. Okay.
All right. So at our store, we have a store at Arundel Mills. You can taste everything that we have, the oils and the vinegars. You can pair them together and you can taste them. So John, do you want to explain
Yeah, sure.
just what we have?
What we do, so all of our oils are from California. The way that we make our oils, they're from just a few farms in California, and everything is crushed together. So if it's a flavored oil, like for example our garlic, it's fresh cloves of garlic and olives, and they're crushed together, spun through a centrifuge, and then you have garlic olive oil. So it's just 2 ingredients, and it's phenomenal. And so we have our garlic, we have our basil, rosemary, blood orange, we have lemon, lime, habanero, jalapeno, the list goes on. But they're all just, the beauty of it, it's just two ingredients, just the oil and then just the herb and the fruit. And then same thing with our vinegars. They're imported from Modena, Italy, and they're simmered and they're cooked with the fruit to give it just a fantastic taste. And they're aged substantially as well, which gives a very thick consistency.
You guys, I am so impressed by your display and just your marketing. And you talked about being a Christian and being in business and being excellence. And I'm so happy to be here today. I'm telling you, because I go to a lot of business conferences, and usually Christian and business and excellence and professional are not all in the same sentence. If people how do people find you and order your products? And I really want to support what you're doing because I tasted the balsamic vinaigrette oil, the balsamic olive oil, and it was really, really good. So how do they find you?
Well, we do have a website. It's maggioolive.com. And we are also at Arundel Mills, so we have a kiosk right as you walk in between the Saks Fifth and Neiman Marcus. And then if you're flying anywhere over the holidays, you'll see us in BWI. But our store online does have all of our products. We also have spreads that are made from our oils. We have moisturizers made from our oils. There's just a lot of extra unique stuff online as well. So I would encourage people to go there. We have a Facebook page, Maggio Olive Oil Company. We're also on Facebook, so we post updates and specials there as well. So there's lots of ways to connect.
Most definitely. Yeah.
And I just want to correct and say Maggio, because I missed that in the beginning, so Maggio. And I'm going to tell you, I really want you guys to check out the Christian Professional Network Conference. It is amazing. And, I don't often use amazing a lot, but I know I've used it probably 2 or 3 times today because it really was a great experience for me, and I hope that you will check it out and find the same thing. If not, please go online and look at it and investigate the conference and just, do your own research and your own homework. And I'll tell you, I really hope that you guys will support Maggio's Olive Oil Company, right? And I'll tell you why, because John and Laura are expecting their first child, and they really need the money, so please call up and do some orders and make sure you support them. And I love to see small companies grow, particularly couples that are working together. So I'll do everything I can to support you, and I hope people will too. So I don't know about the jalapeno. You're on your own on that and the habanero, but please, very good products. I hope you support them. So again, your website?
maggioolive.com. That's M-A-G-G-O, M-A-G-G-I-O, olive.com.
All right. And
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Sizzling Bombay. I'm Chef Mahindra. Please come to our restaurant and enjoy authentic flavors of India with great atmosphere, friendly staff, and great food. And enjoy live belly dance every Wednesday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. Please visit us at 2108 Emerton Road, Suite 3, Bel Air, and like us on Facebook.
hi, everybody. Welcome back with more of It's Janice. I'm your host, Janice McLean DeLoatch, and we are at the Christian Professional Network Conference. It is an exciting conference. We are joined now with Sean Williams, who is one of the vendors here today, and we're going to talk a little bit to Sean. And tell me a little bit about what brings you out today.
Hi, Janice. I'm here just because of the wonderful content. I've been involved with this conference for 9 years now, and just the quality of speakers, the quality of attendees, the ideas that get shared and discussed, and the experiences that people bring here is just something to be a part of.
Now, were you one of the speakers today here?
No, I was able to attend some of the breakouts. We had a wonderful one on millennial and generational working. The other was on marketing as far as cross sections, whether it be online or print or social media. And so it was a wonderful discussion as far as panel discussion, and they were able to answer any questions that we had.
Okay. If people want to find out more about you, now you're a financial advisor, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so if people want to find out more about what you do and your company, how do they do that?
Sure, they could go to the online, which is Sean, Sean, Williams.wrfa.com.
And so I'm joined by Teresa, so thank you for joining me. Would you tell me a little bit about your program, Youth for Christ?
Sure, we're an international nonprofit organization that reaches lost teens, kids that do not know Jesus. We're an outreach ministry, and we try to partner with the local schools to go in there to let them know more about the gospel.
Okay. So you're here at the conference this year. What, what people do you hope to reach, or what is the message you want to leave while you're here at the conference today?
So this is an awesome opportunity for us to partner with other like-minded individuals and businesses that can help us reach students in different areas. And so it's awesome coming here and being able to connect with other businesses that we currently work with, as well as meeting new ones who might have resources to help these students on a more holistic level. And so even though we're reaching students who might not know Jesus, some of them might not have the housing resources, they might not have the funds in order to do things that they need to do. So
if we want to find out more about your organization and become involved, where can people go to find out more information?
Sure, they can visit our website at www.mmyfc.org, and there's a list of all of our different ministries and outreach chapters on our website.
All right, Teresa, she is a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart, so thank you.